tonight I'm going to be having a tinned tea, so minced beef and onions and gravy, some carrots, some potatoes and some peas. That is it. Then I've got a little bit of mince, a little bit of tatty and peas and that. Yeah, it tastes alright. I haven't Well, hi everybody and welcome back to Lundy's Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft, and I'm back at camp. I've only been missing for one night, got home and then I've come back the next day, like, sort of thing. So anyway, happy days. I was out with Roney's two sons on Saturday night, went home Sunday. It's now Monday afternoon. It's about, oh well, it's 1:30 on the dot. So I've got a few hours before it starts getting dark to get stuff prepped. But before I left last camp, if you didn't watch that video, I left my setup already done, sleeping bag, air mat and everything in there. So basically I've just bought loads of extra bits and pieces up with us in my Bergen. I've got a very easy meal to do tonight. It's a tinned special, all right. So it's got like minced potatoes, peas and carrots. That's it, all right, and hopefully that's enough juice in the mince. I think I've got some gravy in the cupboard, in one of our boxes. And anyway, I don't know where I'm pointing for, but and then I've got a pan of water here which we didn't use, so I'm going to use that to get a brew on very soon, or I might make myself a nice refreshing drink. And if I do, I'll bring you along for that and I'll show you what I'm drinking, because it's very nice. Well, some of them are, and some of them are really nice, and some of them are a bit, but they're all good for you apparently. But anyway, enough waffle about that. So my plan of action is, I think I've got enough wood now to start erecting a frame for a shelter that I've been talking about over the last few weeks, and I'm going to utilise the wood from that shelter first, then the wood shelter as well, to complete my task. And what I need to do is, after I've had a bit of fluids down my neck, is get this top back down. It's a brilliant day. They were due for like scattered showers and a little bit of rain later on, but the temperatures have gone up. As you can see, I'm standing in a t-shirt. I was sweating coming in. So I'm going to be hitting it lucky with the weather by the looks of it. Wood wise, I've got a couple of little bits down there. I'll take us up to the top before it gets too dark. I'll take the trolley up with us, and the trees I chopped down on the last video, all the branches are there ready just to get snapped up and put in, and then that'll be my small wood for later on. And then I'll just slice and dice when I'm ready some more of the logs. But in case you didn't watch the video beforehand, shame on you if you haven't, like, but I went and chopped down a couple of dead fallen trees. As you can see on the end of that one, it's all like ripped where it's snapped off the tree itself. So I need to process all them. Might do that tomorrow with a chainsaw. And then I've got lots of little bits that I've done there, and me and Roney and the boys, I went and sliced up loads of hardwood. Some of it's a bit too tough and I'm going to have to slice through it with a chainsaw to get it sliced up, but other than that I've got tons of wood. I've still got some wood that I brought in from home, some bits of cherry and all that. But I suppose we'll be all right tonight. It'll be all right on the night. I just remember watching a programme called that. It was actually canny. And one thing I forgot to do was take my petrol can home. That's why it's on there. Damn. But anyway, waffle. I need to go and have a wee, and then I need to get some fluids down my neck, and then I'm going to get cracking. See you in a bit. Right, well, I've just come to the top of the woods where I chopped the wood up. I thought I'll come and get that done and dusted and out the way, and then I can concentrate on down the bottom of the camp instead of going up and down and possibly coming up here in the dark as well. Just be easier, because obviously I've got loads of branches, and last thing you want to be doing is walking into one of them in the middle of the night and poking your face out, or your eye even, sorry. So I've come up and I'm just going to snap some of these bits up that's on here. I've got my Boreal 21 saw, brilliant little bow saw this, and I've got my axe with us as well, because I've actually seen a nice little thin tree down this way. I'll just carry us around. If I can get through the trees there is. And I've just seen this yesterday when I was up. Obviously I was cutting a few branches off logs around here as well, as you can see. So I'll probably collect them on another date. But this tree here has been pushed over, and that's a lovely bit of wood for building that. So I'm going to cut it off at the roots, and then cut it off where I think it's going to be too thin to work with, and I'll just get all these branches, process this. I might even just drag it down like that, and then it's more little twigs for down at the fire area. But yeah, it'll not take long to get that processed, to be quite honest. It's I think anybody's ever seen a Boreal 21 saw. If you haven't, you must have been living in a cave like. But it's nice, compact, quick and easy to get, and it's a good little saw as well. Anyway, let's get this tree cut. Hopefully my stand will stay there. Actually, if the roots come out, I could probably burn the roots. Oh, look, there you go. That's how bad it is. So I might just leave the whole thing on. Get me axe, back of the axe, knock all the mud off the roots where it's all coming off itself, and I'll just burn the root as well, because it looks like it's nice and dry. So that'll save us just cutting that off as well. Actually, as you can see, that's how shallow it was in the ground. It's all come off. So I'll just burn that tonight, knock all the soil off, and it's nice and light as well.
This time I am pretty sure, moments passing away I've never seen before. You held me out of the dark.
Right, well, that's me. Got a couple of loads of little twigs and branches and things. And what I've done here is I've just piled it all there for now. I'll get it processed in due course. And also what I've done is I've took the top and the ridge line down, right, to get started on this build. I'll probably end up taking all the posts down after I've got my ridge pole sorted, which is definitely going to be using that tree that I've seen. It is absolutely ideal. So I've got it lined up here, ready to get the axe out and just start chopping all the little branches off, and then cut it to size. So that's perfect. And then I've been setting up a bit more of me camp as well. So tonight for tea, I'm just going to hire a light on. I've got the GoPro light on. So tonight I'm going to be having a tinned tea. So minced beef and onions and gravy, some carrots, some potatoes and some peas. That is it. Dead easy. Hide that and that in one pan, that in another pan, put it on a plate and eat it. Simple as. Tonight I'm going to start the fire with some of Roney's fire lighters. He's made like this fire lighter thing out of Pringles case. Put loads of black and nasty around it, because you can also use that for different things. It's got a ferrocerium rod and a striker on the side there, and it's waterproofed and sealed. So that just stays in a little box at the back there. Obviously you've got water left over from when me and Roney and the kids were up. That bit there, my fire lighters in that water. Over on this side, I'm just going to sit down for this one. So obviously I've got my Soto cook kit, which I absolutely love. I've brought another couple of litres of water up, even though I know there's absolutely tons of it here. I'm just going to turn that up a little bit. That light's quite bright. Now there might be a flashing light in a second. That's too bright, that. I've got the little GoPro light on just to give it a bit more thingy for the picture. I've got some of these crepes left over from when Roney gave us them. So I've got 3 of them, so I'm going to munch on them now because I'm absolutely starving. Now, I did talk about these ones, all right? There'll be a link in the description as well for these. These are from Holey, like energy drinks and rehydration drinks, and they've actually given us some milkshake ones. So what I've done is, me and the wife have started drinking this stuff for your gut. Helps like sort things out. We're going to see what it's like, but this is actually milk. I'm using these bottles to bring milk in, and what I've done is I'm testing it. I've actually poured, instead of bringing a little Jack Daniel's bottle and a can of Coke, rather than bringing cans, I've mixed me 100ml bottle of Jack Daniel's in here and then put a can of Coke in. So I'm going to see by the time I'm ready to drink this if it's gone flat or not. If it hasn't, this is going to be my ideal way of carrying me liquids. That means no cans are going to burst on us when they're in me Bergen. So brilliant. So because I've got the milk, all right, I'm going to make myself one of these milkshakes. Now, as you see in the box, excuse me, you get loads of sachets. I haven't counted them yet. I would probably say there's about 20 there, possibly a little few more. And this is the milkshake one. It's a vanilla milkshake. So you get like, if you buy like the full box, you get loads of different stuff, and you get the mixer container in, which is absolutely brilliant. I was using this the other night for drinking me Jack Daniel's out of. So I probably have a little, it's got a slight little remnants of it, so that'll be nice. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to open the powder. I've never had one of these yet. I've never tried them at home or anything. This is my first time trying them. I haven't even read on how much milk you're supposed to put in. But I'm just going to have a quick look at the gauges. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Now, I think it says that you have to add a certain amount of water, and I haven't got a clue because I cannot read it because I haven't got my glasses out. So I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to get my glasses and I'll bring you back. Right then, I was looking on the back of the label. It's all on the box. You actually get 10 sachets in a box. Okay, and it tells you on here to mix 300ml of your favourite cold milk and 1 scoop of Holey. Give it a good shake and enjoy it. Be part of the squad. And it's got in here, treat yourself to tasty with your daily dose of vitamins. Pure, I can't even say that word. And it's got a load of that bullshit. Loads of different things on there. All right. And also in the package, you get, I got like another 3 different boxes with loads of different flavours in. Some of them are energy drinks. Some of them are like rehydration drinks. Some are just like nice, like cold teas and things. And I've been enjoying them for quite a while. And they've sent us a couple of packets out every now and again. So let's get this milk, and hopefully I'll have enough left to make a cup of tea later on, because I'm not going hammer and tongue with a drink tonight. I've only brought 2 out with us, and I haven't even got my cans out of the box. So that's 300ml. Oh yes. Let's keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There we're gone. And I've got enough there for a couple of milks, a couple of cups of tea later on. So I've already got the what do you call it in. Just make sure that when you've done it, you've got the lid nice and tight. Put this on properly. And it's got like a little, I'll show you, sorry, I'll take it off and show you again. It's got like a little sieve type thing in, just to let the stuff go in. This helps with a shake, and I believe. All right, and then just give it a nice shake. Make sure you've got all the powder off the bottom. I'm looking forward to trying this. Like, let's get my glasses off. I've took them off now, and everything's blurry. What's happened to you when you get old? So that's it. That's, as you can see, that's gone into a proper froth now. So that's a nice milkshake. Oh, and it's even gives us a when I opened it. Oh my God. Oh wow. That is amazing. Wow, that is truly really nice. Oh, do you know what it is? That is bloody lovely, that. I haven't really got anything. Well, obviously, you can see it inside. Let's take the main lid off. As you can see, it's all gone frothed up on the top there. Oh, even the froth tastes nice, but look at it. But it's all like, the froth's disappearing, and it's like, obviously the liquid's all in there as well. That is absolutely fantastic. I really, really like that. Roney will love that. Oh, I've got full fat milk in there. I don't drink all this red label, semi-skimmed rubbish or whatever it is. But that is absolutely really nice and refreshing. I'll put a thing up on here if you're interested. Now, I do get a kickback off the company, and it just tallies up and tallies up. And as I said on my last video, I've tallied it up so I can buy something nice for camp. That's what I do. I don't put the money into my pocket. It goes back into getting stuff for coming to camp. You know, bits and pieces if I think of like something we need. I've been saving up for a parachute top. So I'm nearly close to getting the money for that. But me and Roney will sit down and discuss what we really need, and then I'll get it. So you know, it doesn't come out of Roney's pocket, and it doesn't come out of my pocket. It comes out of money that I've made off doing these type of little things. All right. So if you do buy them, please use the links that's in the description with my discount code as well, and then you're helping the channel out even more than what you saw by just sitting watching it. Okay, that's the last of the sales. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take 10 minutes out, sit and think in my head what I'm going to do for this shelter build. Okay, whether I have to take everything down and restart again, which I think I'm going to be honest. But the first thing I definitely am going to do is put my main front ridge pole up, so I can then use a stick to get me proper angle, because I don't want it to be like a flat roof like that. I want it to be a really slopey roof, because the wind comes howling in here. And what I want it to do, I want the wind to come in, hit the roof and fly up. I don't want it to hit the roof, like hit the wall at the back. I want it to hit most of the roof. The wall at the back's only going to be about like 2 foot high, and then it's going to be a steep slope, so it pushes the wind up over the top of camp. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, I've waffled on enough. I'll see you in a bit.
In a world of green, just like a dream, you and I standing wild and free, with petals so golden, the sun's warm kiss, a love so strong, a bliss. Whispers of the breeze, secrets unfold. It's you that I need, it's you that I want. When the world gets cold, it's you and me. When the sun comes back, you'll see. Oh, dandelion, the strength that you've shown, stronger each year. Look how we hold on through the toughest of times. Be still.
Right, well, as you've seen, I've been scraping that ridge pole. It took longer than what I was expecting it to take. My little scraper thing, I can't remember the name of it. It's kind of blunt, like I've used it quite a lot. So I think I might have to take it to my little friend, the knife maker, Chris, the Northumbrian. I'm going to see him tomorrow actually, so I might take that up and see if he'll put a little bit of a sharpness on it. But behind us, there's a lovely sunset going on at the minute. And I don't know if the camera's picking them up, but the crows and that are gone berserk like. But I tell you what, it's a beautiful place to catch nice sunsets and all that. And I wish I could really do a real good sunset for you, or a sunrise. But do you know what it is? I'm not giving the game away where I'm camping. It would be amazing as well. Like sometimes I sit outside and watch the sunset in the summertime, off camera obviously, and just sit there with a can of lager or a Jack Daniels and sit and watch the sunset. It's beautiful, especially when it's a nice day like this. I tell you what a difference in the weather. not last night, but the night before. If you know the rest of that tune, don't say it. But anyway, on Saturday night, it was freezing here at this time of night. I'm absolutely sweating, but then again, I am grafting. It is a bit chilly, like, to be quite honest, once you stop. But I'm just untucking my t-shirt because I just feels uncomfortable. But anyway, that's the ridge pole done. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm just going to quickly set you up here. And then I'm going to get this ridge pole. I've left a little bit on the end. I can't be bothered to get it off, like. But I'm going to get this, manoeuvring this so I didn't hit anything that I shouldn't. Oh, that's miles longer than what I was expecting it to be. I've got about 2 foot too long, but I'd rather have it too long than too short. But there you go. That's where the ridge pole is going to go. All right, so I'll be able to move that along a little bit. It isn't perfect on there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a bit of wood to go in between here and there, and I'm going to tie it on, and that'll give it a perfect, because this has come out further than what I was expecting it. I was going to use a bigger pole, but I need to put a bit of wood in there, otherwise that's just going to slat in between and it'll end up coming down. But yeah, excuse any noise off me tripod, but as you can see, I put that way too long. But I'd rather have it too long than too short, to be quite honest. And that's quite thin, that siding anyway. Oh, that's scraping on there for now. God damn it. But that's going to be the height. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put this down here a second, and then you'll get the full gist of how I'm going to do this shelter. Sorry about all this camera nonsense. But as you can see, in the top right hand corner there, you can see the actual ridge pole. All right. And then obviously not using this as just a marker to show you. I'm actually going to leave that bottom post on that I've got, and that's a perfect angle there. And then I'm just going to put loads of ridge poles all the way along here, and then hoy a tarp on, and that's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. The only problem I've got is I need ridge poles. So what I need to do now is I need to get this, because this is slightly too short. So I'm going to have to measure this up against the ones I've got on my shelters. And if I've got enough and they all fit, it's going to be happy days. But I can move that a little bit closer this way. So that gives us about an extra inch. And I could possibly do the same with this one. Instead of having it going right up against my shelter, I could just place it on top of that post, because by the time I get the cross beams coming down, that's going to make it more solid in any way. And I've got some big nails, I can always nail it through on the top and then tie it at the same time. I think that's what I might do, yeah, for this post in any way. And then that gives us an extra couple of inches that I don't have to cover for me posts. All right, so anyway, next time you see me, I should have the ridge pole all set and cut to size. And then I'll keep that bit that I'm going to cut off, because it might come in handy for something else. And then I'll start getting all the ridge poles on. All right, happy days. As you can see, that's the sun set now. It's just petering off at the back distance there now. It's about it's just gone 4:30 in the afternoon already, so hence I've got lights on and everything. I've been busy sorting out the ridge post. Now what I've done was I've changed the format of it. On Roney's shelter, I've moved it to the outer side, so it comes at a bit of an angle, but that's no bother. And then it comes to here rather than that post. It wasn't going to be stable enough, and I'd have to have loads of little bits and pieces to keep it going. So what I've done here is I've moved the post over to here. I've had to break my window to get the cordage through, and then same down the bottom there as well. So I'll pin all that later on off camera. And then the ridge pole's got a couple of Canadian jam knots going around it, and then Canadian jam knots coming all the way down that post. It is solid as a rock. And then what I've done here is I've put a T-piece in where the tree is. I'm just going to climb over my bench. I've put a T-piece in here, as you can see. So what I've done is I've dug a bit of a hole down the bottom there, all right, and as you can see, I've put a big rock there, and then this has been wedged and placed on top of that so it'll not sink whatsoever. And then I've got free Canadian jam nuts going all the way around. And then I've got one going around the post, and that is not going anywhere. That is solid. And I've just got one more tie to do on this bit, and that's still solid enough. So I've been having an idea as well about making a door, but I'm not really sure. But I tell you what, the sunset was nice. Like, I should have recorded it really. But anyway, waffle. What I'm going to do now is, because I've took all the posts down from the back wall now, I need to pick the right posts, prep them a bit. I might not get it all done tonight, you know. I might end up putting the top back up. But I'll keep grafting as long as I can, try and get as much of it done as possible, because that's the reason why I'm back out for the day, even though I didn't get out until the afternoon time. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to prep some more wood, get my head torch and that on, and I might make myself a brew at the same time as doing everything else, and get the back slat on, and then I can start working on the cross beams coming down. Once I put that back wall on, it's easy peasy from there, because all I'm going to do is I'm going to strip all that down. That one first, then that one, put them on there, get the top out, measure it, and then just tack it on, and that'll be happy days like. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, well everybody, it's 5 o'clock. I've done things, I've undone them, I've built things, I've unbuilt them. I'll put a quick picture up. I had put a ridge post across there. I've had to rip all my plastic off to get ties in, and then when I went to put the cross beams on that I had, they just weren't long enough, so I've just been measuring it up. And what I've went and done is, off camera, I've tucked down that shelter. Obviously I've got a tarp there so I can cover everything that's there. If it starts to rain, it's not a problem. And I've got all the bits scattered everywhere. I've made myself a nice cup of tea, which should be just getting to the right temperature to have a drink now. I always make a cup of tea and let it stand for a bit. Nearly there. But I'm just going to put the camera in front of it so I can see where I'm walking. As you can see, I've got lamps on everywhere because I've got bits everywhere. It's like a proper building site. So what my plan of action is, with my little blade, is dig a hole there and bring it down a little bit, and then tie it off. I'll put a rock in the hole. That's going to bring the beam out further. That'll get us to the outer side of this. I've also put a tiny little hole in here, okay, and I've put a post in, and it's at the right level there. And then I'll tie that off, and that should be happy days. And I should be able to get me ridge pole up. I'm just going to try and move some stuff out the way so I can put my camera down. Excuse me everybody, we're spinning around like a Kylie Minogue song. We're spinning around, and whatever it's, aye, that's the only words I know of it. But anyway, ridge pole, this is what it's going to go like. Okay, so it's going to come onto the outer side of this big thick tree now, not the inner side, and I might be able to make the shelter easier. So that fits on there perfect. And then when that goes on there, that should fit on there perfect as well, because obviously it's a thick and thin sort of scenario. If I move that further down that way, that'll go on the top of there, and I'll be able to tie that on, no bother whatsoever. All right, it just gives us a better opportunity to do my ridge pole. And then I'll put a ridge pole at the back at a good size down. And then obviously I'll measure my ridge pole, my cross beams down first. So that's my plan of action, and it'll make it easier for us for putting the tarp on as well, to be quite honest. Then I'm not going to have to try and cut a tarp to wrap it round a tree as well. And it's just going to be one basic tarp on the top, and then a bit of tarp on the bottom, which will get added after the main tarp on the top.
Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue too. Bad mood. Sort of witty and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired singing all night long?
Right, well, I finally got the main ridge pole up and the rear ridge pole up to make sure that my posts fit that I'm going to be using off my shelter. That means I haven't got to find as much material, but my back post is a bit higher than what I was thinking it was going to be. I'll explain in a minute, but anyway, these are the poles off my shelter. All right, I've had to use one of them over there for that and one on there. They had to be used, but they're the big thick ones, so it was no bother. But this is going to go roughly in line with the edge of my shelter, and it'll come down. Tell you what, now I've stopped working, I can feel that cold coming through, and that's got a good slope on it. But really, I wanted it to go right the way down to the ground, but I just can't find the material. So my plan of action is, let's just get these up, get the roof on. All right, I'm not worried about the edges at the minute because I'd need to find posts to go down there, and then I can put a tarp on, a bit of tarping on it. I just want to get the frame up for now. If it means just getting the frame up tonight, and that'll be it, that'll be great. But what I was thinking at a later date, I can put another ridge pole on the opposite side of here, but a bit further down, and I can just find some slats and then just put them down like that, and then that'll be another bit of storage underneath, and that would work sweet as a nut, that, like, and that'd be ideal. So that's my plan of action for that bit. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have 5 minutes. I've had the radio on when I've been working, like just a bit of tunes, but yeah, now I've stopped working, it has got a little bit cold and I think I need a wee. But what I'm going to do is turn that light off. Whew. I've just done all this section, you know, apart from this bit. I forgot to turn my microphone on. I hope my microphone's on now. Bop, 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 bop. That's me doing a test, sorry. But what I'm going to do is now, I'm now going to test these bottles of Jack Daniels that I've brought with Coke. These are like a gut drink that wore last buys. So it's got a bit of a fizz to it there by the sounds of it. Oh, now it is, that's still nice and fizzy. It's not mega fizzy, but wow. Oh, Jack D's. Cheers everybody from the bottom of my gut. That's what it is there, look. It's probably back to front, that reading, like, that writing, sorry. It says, love your gut. It's Biomel. You get like markings on and you drink a certain amount of it each day. You get like 4 days worth out of one bottle. But yeah, just wore last trying to make it a little bit healthier as we get a little bit older, and taking certain little like vitamins and things like that help our bones and what old age, because we're getting old, you know. But now I'm starting to get the main frame sorted. I'll be happy when I get all them slats done. Then once I've got them done, I'll tidy up my camp area. All my wood's not even prepped. I've got any firewood prepped and out. So I'm going to have to slice and dice some wood up. I've got loads of little twigs and all that to get it started. I've just got to snap them up as well. The time's just getting on, but I want to, it's like 25 to 7 now. I want to get the main roof on. Well, I want to get the main frame up, and anyway, I think I should have enough slats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 there, so I'll put 2 on the outer edges and then work my way into the centre. And then all depending on what time I'm leaving tomorrow, I could get it finished by tomorrow. I'll be up early in any rate. If I didn't drink me 2 Jack Daniels, then I didn't drink them. But I possibly will. But I'll not be having no cans or anything. I'm not really in the mood for drinking, to be honest. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. And I've got to cook me tea as well. So I'm going to give it till 8 o'clock. And then that's when, if I haven't got it all done, I'm just going to sack it, do a bit of fire prep, get the fire going, and get some scran on the go. And then sit and possibly chillax, or possibly just crack on and put the roof up. I'm not really sure. But apologies for not doing lots of recording of it. I'm going to put my hands up. I've actually mucked up about 3 or 4 times so far tonight on bits. I've wasted loads of cordage, so I've had to then start tying it all together and reusing it, because I've put posts up and had to take them down, move them around, put them on the other side of the tree and everything. It's just been... But you learn by your mistakes, and it's best to be true and honest to use. And you know, some people say, Jimmy, you're a brilliant at building shelters and all that, but I'm not really. I'm just winging it. Every time I build something, I wing it. You know what I mean? I sit and think about it, and I do little bits off camera and then bring the camera in. It's, you know, there's a lad I watch called Paddy Outdoors. Now his builds are absolutely amazing. He is my top to go to channel as soon as the video is out. And they're not dead long videos like me, because he doesn't waffle. He has a little bit of a laugh. He's got his dog Gucci, I think it's called. And if you haven't watched him, Paddy Outdoors, I'll put a link in the description. His builds are fantastic. And I actually put a message on one of his videos saying, Paddy, can you tell us how long did this really take you to build? And he said it took him about 3 days. You know what I mean? But he was truthful. And do you know what it is? Because he said that to me, that made me respect him even more. But that is a fantastic channel. He's got quite a good he's got quite a good following of subs, but yeah, I reckon he deserves a lot more. He's brilliant. But anyway, go and check his channel out. All right, and if you do like what you see, tell him Lundy sent you. All right, I'm going to have another drink of this, and then I'm going to get a pee, and then I'm going to get cracking. I might bring yous along, I might not. See yous in a bit. I'm glad this is work, because this is a safer way to carry me drink. And I'm sure I'll really be wanting some of these now.
We got your soul, hunting alone, traveling from the deep forest into the sun. In war, there's never an option.
Well, that's it, looking more like a shelter frame now. Look at that, it's mint. I've only got 1 tie on each one, like, and to be honest, I think that's all I'll need. They're quite solid. Yeah, lovely. I'm glad I'm using the stuff that's been shaven. Obviously, that last one on there, I forgot to do that, so I might try and scrape that off before I put the this one here. I might try and scrape that off before I put the top on. But I've got loads of bits of wood lying around, and what I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to put 2 slats on each end. Well, I'm actually not going to put any slats on here yet, because I might actually extend this along to that tree and that tree there at a later date. But what I'm definitely going to be doing is putting some slats down this side, and then I might put a bit of a door here, I'll see, but I need to put it so that I need to put another post going from here to there, so I can either block this bit off or put a small little door on it. But the thing is, if I put a door there, we're not going to get through because I've got the seat. And I'm actually thinking about moving that all together now, because we've got this shelter here. No, this would probably be a perfect little shelter to make a bed in and have a third shelter, like. But I'm going to make it in a storage. Anyway, that's where we're up to so far. It's now 10 past 11. 10 past 11? 10 past 7, sorry. And, oh, matron, excusey me. I think I needed a poop. I might need a poo-poo by the smells of it. Oh, God, oh, damn it. I'm going to sit. I'm going to get my body warmer on soon. I'm starting to feel cold now, even when I'm grafting. But, yeah, let's turn that light up a little bit. Oh, my, what do you call it, lights died. Never mind, I've got plenty of lights for us. I've got my other one standing on the fireplace there. I've just had another quick swallow of this, but I am starting to feel cold. I think it may be time to get the fire going and then crack on with the build. I think that's my plan of action. I'm going to get some wood snapped and get some wood chopped and just get the fire going. I didn't need to chop that much, to be quite honest, because there's some nice little bits that I've got from the other day. So, and them twigs I've went and collected the first thing the day, I'll get them on the fire as well. But I need to tidy up a little bit, get some sort of organisation, because I've got tools and all sorts of stuff lying around all over the place, like. And then I want to be getting my tea within the next hour, because I'm getting a bit parched, like. I've had no eat all day apart from some cereal and toast.
I woke up in a king-size bed. Tick of the clock, a stranger to my left. The neighbors gave me a side eye, like I was blind. Oh yeah. 9 to 5 was my dad's advice. Don't think twice, I want the luxury life. My beauty can lose it, I'll use it. I'll take what I want.
Right, well, I've got Roney's fire starting kit here. I'm just wondering how you get the lid off. Oh, looks like you pull that bit back, pull that back. This is absolutely rammed with these, so there's absolutely tons of them. So they should last for a while. And they normally work really well. So I've fastened the lid back up, and then in this side, pull that, and we've got a fire seal and a striker. Oh, that's it. We still have all the silver stuff on. Right, we'll see how it works in any way. It's you know, so what you do with these, you break them up. What he's got here is, these are some makeup pads that women use. He dips them in some fluid, and then he quickly dips them into the wax, pulls them out and lets them dry off. So all I've done is I've just broke the wax, roughed it around a bit, got a bit of fluff on the shore. Bit of fluff. Oh, matron. And it's just a case of having a lucky spark. There you go, one lucky spark. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to move these out the way so I don't put them on the fire. I've got that going there. Now I've got some shavings. Now I know these tend to work quite well, so we'll see. These are shavings off the dead wood that I've been using for poles. I'm just going to see if they burn. Might not, like. Are they going to burn? Yeah, I think they are. I'm just going to put the rest of them on there. I'll just flatten them out a bit. Let's forget about the shavings I got. Let's get the fire going. So there we go. There's a fire going with a few twigs. I've got a few thicker branches there, look. And I've got loads of bits of logs all done. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not even gonna bother taking the soil off this. I'm just gonna whack that on. And it should burn. And these are all my little cut-offs. Put them on, and I've got a nice fire lace as well. So we'll get the fire going. I'll put Roney's stuff away. Yeah. I've got loads and loads of fire steels in the house. I need to have a look and see if I can bring one up at camp in any rate. But it's a good idea, that mind. So what he's got in there, he's got a bit of inner tube inside of here, taped on. All right, so you can fit your fire steel and striker. So you just put them into there like so. If you've got a base camp, it's handy to have, isn't it? And you just pull that and it comes out like. And then obviously a bit of tape on the top, lift it up, and then you've just got an abundance of them. But also what he's went and done is, if you have a look inside the tube, all right, the light's a bit bright, but he's actually waxed the inside of the tube to keep it waterproof. He's quite handy, Roney, and he is. He can knock up a canny meal, and he does little things like this. Now I've just got to try and get them all back in. But I'm going to have half an hour away from building, and then I'm going to start prepping some side bits, like some posts for the sides. Well, this side here, in any rate. I'm going to leave Roney's open for now because I'm debating whether to extend the shelter, and that'll give Roney a bit more storage space next to his shelter, because I've got that one. It's 8:30 at night, so it's time to start getting some food prepped. I've got 2 pans. The big pan is going to put most of this stuff in. So I've got like a tin of potatoes. So it's just a case of open that up and put that in there. Leave the tin to one side. A tin of carrots. Same again. Just going to cook them all in the same pan. Yeah, food prep's unbelievable, isn't it? Tin of mince, that's going to go into its own separate little pan. I think I might need to quickly run and get a spoon. 2 seconds. I've got me one that I use here for me brews. It's a nice little spoon, that carved by a person that sent us about 5 spoons for me and Roney. All carved. And then about 2 weeks after he sent us them, he started slagging us off big style about my YouTube channel, saying I was a joke. Couldn't believe it. I think he's got mental issues, but bless him, I hope he's okay. But anyway, I've never ever had this before. This is minced beef and onions with gravy. To me, at the minute, it looks like dog food. Dog food. If it doesn't taste nice, it's tough, it'll be getting ate. But it does remind us of some dog food I've just been giving the dogs. Oh my god, what have I let myself in for tonight? Nowadays, I was going to have a Chinese at home last night, and then my wife decided she didn't want any, so I just had a basic simple meal at home. Otherwise, I would have been eating tonight, I would have been eating leftover Chinese. So I just thought, right, I'll quickly go and grab something quick and easy to cook. Out of everything in here, I had everything in here in the house except for this mince, so I had to get this from work. So I'm gonna try this cold. It's not bad actually. It doesn't taste like dog food though, but I'm hoping that goes into a bit of liquid. And then obviously I've had to get me Swiss Army knife out to open up the carrots. Why they didn't do a pull ring on the carrots, I do not know. But I'll fast forward this because I'm having a mare. Hello, Jim. There we're going. Oh, right. So in there, we've got tatties, peas and carrots. Yeah. And in there, we've got dog food. Put the lids on. Put that in the pan so it doesn't go on the dirty bench. That pan lid on. Spin yours around. Grab these by the handles and hopefully it doesn't fall. Put them on the fireplace. Wait for them to heat up. Put them on my plate and put them down my neck. Down my neck, eat them. And in the meantime, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to prep some wood to put up on the sides and on the back. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, I'm now setting up the table. I've got my dinner there. I'm not going to lift it up because it's spilling everywhere. There's far too much on there. I think I put too many juices on at the beginning and it's just overflowing. But I've got baby wipes. I'll clean it all up. But anyway, I haven't added any seasoning, any pepper, salt or anything because I want to taste it and see what it's like without it. There's a little bit of mince and carrots and peas and that, and I'll just do a little bit of mince on its own. Yeah, it's it definitely needs a bit of salt and pepper on it, to be honest, but it's going to be doable. I think I've got some salt somewhere. If not, I'm not really bothered, like, 'cause I'm starving. I've been building the sidewall. I don't know if you'll pick it up on there. No, you can't see it. I'll show you that later on because I'm not getting back up. Believe it or not, them tin potatoes are really nice, like, but I think if they had been cooked, taken out of the water, then soaked in some butter. Oh, we've got firecracker going on in the fire. I think if I had a bit of soaking of butter and a little bit of garnish put on it, like, what is it they put on, parsley or something like that, I think that would have been even better. But yeah, I'm making a right mess with this dinner, like, it's sloppy as out. The plate's just not big enough for the amount of food I've got on it, but it's actually really nice. Well, it's okay. It's not amazing or nothing, it's just tinned food, but it's hot, it's filling, and it was cheap as chips. I think I paid pound odd for a tin of mince, 79 pence for the tatties, 69 pence for the peas, and about 30 pence for the carrots. Hey ho, presto, there's a big meal. That's going to fill me up big time. I want my second bottle of Jack Daniels and Coke. I poured this into here about, oh God, it must have been at least 9 o'clock this morning. It's now 24 minutes past 9 at night, so that's over 12 hours. It's still got a slight bit of fizz in it. Not much, but that doesn't bother me. It's a drink at the end of the night. I'm not bothered about drinking dead fizzy pop. but that's really nice. I've got a Bailey's and hot chocolate for later on as well, but for the time being I'm going to take half an hour out. I'm going to listen to some tunes. I'm going to be eating that, and then I'm going to get back to doing my sidewalls. Well, I've got nearly all my sidewall done on my side. I just need to find a cross beam and one more upright to go in it, and then it should be done. Let's have a quick look, and then I'm going to call it a night for a little while. So there you go. So I've got 1, 2, and then 1 there on the end. I've just got to tie it, and then I was going to put some slats along the bottom, but I'm going to leave that because I'm going to actually find some more wood and extend it even further down to the ground, and then just put some pegs in where I've got the slats coming down, and then tie them off on that. It's so it goes right to the ground, and then once that's done I'll look at tying a tarp up. So happy days, like. But that's going to be good. That's going to be a great little windshield and storage area. So, and we've got access to it here, so that's a big enough doorway. I don't think I'm going to need to move that. I could move that bench a little bit more centralised and have 2 entrances into that shelter, but that's just more work for me at the minute, and at the minute I don't really need to move it. It's ideal where it is for now. But anyway, back to the food, back to me drink, and back to some music, and I'll catch yous lot in a little while with a fire. Happy days.
A significant light, just where it was needed, gleaming black as night.
Well, I've had a bit of a time out. I've been talking to a couple of my pals, obviously Roney for a little bit, and I've been talking to Chris, the Northumbrian, who's my knife maker and a good friend of mine from my army days. So in any rate, I'm going to see him tomorrow, take up some bits and pieces to get sharpened on his proper knife sharpening stuff. So I'll have loads of razor blade knives and axes and all sorts. But anyway, I've been doing a little bit of work off camera. So I went and got me slats up for me wall, all right, and then I've just been testing this bit here. What I've done is I've hired a little bit of an edge on it, and then I've wedged it in between them two, banged it in with the axe, which I've just pulled out actually, and then I'm going to bang it in there and tie it off around them somehow, probably on that top one. Sorry, I'm not even pointing the camera. So I'm going to tie it on the top post. It's wedged in between the pair of them, and it's going to get tied off on the wedge there, and that'll give us another bit to be able to put one slat at least down all the way at the floor, and then I can block that bit off at the same time as this. So that'll be ideal, and that'll leave me windows. And then I've just got a little bit of cutting to do. Obviously cut that bit off, and then cut the bit off that's going up, keep it all as flush as possible, and we should be cooking on gas, ready to put the tarp on. Well, not put the tarp on like, but I'll put another slat down there, and possibly put one in the middle and one right. Well, good morning everybody. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I had a late night last night, I didn't get to bed till about 2:30, 3 o'clock. By the time I finished doing my graft, having my tea and that, getting tied up a bit, and then sitting chilling for a couple of cans after my Jack Daniels ran out in front of the fire, just sitting chilling, basically mucking around with my phone and that. It's a bad habit that, you know, because I tell you what, you know, waste some time on your phone sometimes, don't you, when you get stuck onto it and get like swiping along, watching different things on Instagram and Facebook and things. My God. But anyway, I've got the kettle boiling. Oh, that's just boiled there. That's lovely jubbly. I'm just going to have a cup of tea this morning. I've made enough water there for 2 cups, I think, by the looks of it. Jesus. Well, it doesn't matter because I can always reheat it. Nice milky cup of tea. Oh. But happy days. Oh, that's well milky. I'll let that stew for a little bit. But yeah, shelter wise, I thought, right, at times to stop now, like, 'cause I was starting to run out of material. And what I've done is, I don't know if I've done a bit of footage of this on last night, so I'll show you now. So basically what I'm looking at doing is, if you can see, I've got runoffs coming down, and that's what I want to do. I want to have it so it runs parallel all the way down to the ground. Once I've got the proper sticks, this was just to outline it, to show basically how it's going to look. And obviously I'll need one on the middle here. That must have just fell off because it was a little short one. But I'm going to put them sticks coming down, and then I'll put a bit of top coming all the way down. I'll obviously put pegs in the ground for the ends and then tie them off on that, and then that'll be the whole roof done. Me and Roney are still debating whether or not to extend it along here and have it going up past his shelter sort of thing. So I think it would be good, me, and then block this end off here, and that'll protect all his end, and he'll still have his window, you know what I mean, because I'll just have the shelter coming to the inner side here. I think it would give her more space, and you can put boxes and that there, be ideal. But I'm just going to spin you around. But the fire burnt well last night. I burnt a canny bit of wood, like. I got a couple of more little bits out of the shelter, but apart from that, happy days, like. So anyway, I'm going to get tidied up. I'm going to pack all my kit away that I didn't need, and because I'm going to go and see Chris this afternoon. So I've got about 3 hours. So by the time I get me brew, get myself woke up properly, so I still feel tired. I was nearly going to just jump back into bed after having a pee, but I thought, no, get up and get sorted. It's getting a bit of a habit coming camping, staying up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even do that at home. Well, I stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning when I was home, like. But anyway, I'm waffling crap. I'll catch you later. First thing in the morning, I'm waffling. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. See you later. Right, well, everybody, my apologies. I've been away for a couple of hours now. It's now 10 to 11. I've just been doing a review on this little gas burning stove and wood burning multifunction thing. Okay, but obviously I think you would see this the review video before you see this. So if you have, I hope you enjoyed it. It's a nice bit of kit, and I hope one of you enjoy using it if you win it. But anyway, I've been off camera. I've just been cutting a couple of little bits of wood, and this is the way I want the back of the shelter to look. Okay, so I've got a long sloping roof all the way down. So I'm just getting the wood ready, but I'm not going to do anything else, to be quite honest. So what will happen is this will get tied off onto here, onto this other post, and then I'll put a peg in the ground and then tie the post off to a peg so it's all secure. And then I'll just run a bit of material, like the waterproof material, from the bottom up to about just quarter of the way. Obviously I'll have to wrap it around the tree a bit, and then I'll bring another bit of material down from the top and overlap that. Might bring some like Black and Nasty, like tape, and tape it all. Find something that's waterproof, I think, and tape it together. That's the only way I'm going to do it, unless I can get one piece all the way down from the top, because that material that I've got, the big black roll of builder's top I've got, it's quite wide and it's quite long, so it could possibly be done in one go, to be honest. And then because it's black and shiny, I've got a cam net. The cam net's going to go over the top of it, drape over it, just to break up that shine, because it's at the edge of the woods. Not that any Joe public would come near there in any way, but I don't want it standing out, if you know what I mean. Got an itch. So anyway, as you can see, I'm just about packed up in there. So I'm just going to call it. I'm going to get the rest of my stuff packed up and head off back home, and on the way go and see me knife maker, the Northumbrian, Chris, and get some tools sharpened on his machines. And there'll be like razor blades when I next come out, so that's happy days. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Welcome to all new subscribers. Been getting a few new ones lately, so welcome. I've had a couple of people leave as well, but that's just part of the parcel, isn't it? And I'm enjoying the comments. All right, so just keep the comments coming, keep the views coming. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and give the video a thumbs up. It really helps us for push me videos out. All right, because the algorithm's not really helping me at the moment. For some reason, I'm doing lots of things wrong on me. It's not the video itself, it's the actual, all these bloody keywords that you've got to use and bits and pieces. But I enjoy doing the videos. So if my channel gets bigger, it gets bigger. If it doesn't, then fair dues. But every little bit helps. See you later, because I'm waffling crap.